the Cotton Bowl, Missouri against Ohio State. And right now, Missouri a 1-point favorite. That one's come down a little bit because it had reached all the way up to 2.5. Never got to the 3, but it did sit at 2.5 for a bit. It's back down to 1, but Missouri is still favored. A total of 49 on this. This one also Friday, December 29th at 7 p.m. Central Time on ESPN. And let's go on and pull up numbers. That way you can see. I know Ohio State's going to have a bunch of opt-outs. I know Kyle McCord has already gone over to Syracuse. I know that they are going to have some guys that sit out. I would not expect Marvin Harrison to play in this game, etc. But full season numbers, I would have Ohio State favored by 17 points here. 17 points. Over the last 6 weeks, it's even worse. I would have Ohio State minus 19. And that includes the toughest competition in the past 6 weeks that Ohio State has played. Like, Ohio State's got a stronger strength of schedule, number 7, than Missouri, number 33. This Missouri team, what Eli Drinkwitz did was incredibly impressive. But are we positive that they are the only motivated team here? Like, I know that that's why the line moved the way that it did. But I don't think that there's going to be as many opt-outs as you would think. And the drop-off from Kyle McCord to Devin Brown, I don't believe is that crazy. Let me pull up the full page so that you can see. Look, Ohio State number 21 in PPA per drive on offense. Missouri's defense is number 63. You start to look at PPA per play, the predicted points added per play. Ohio State's number 15. Missouri's defense is number 84. So number 84 PPA per play, but number 63 PPA per drive. Kind of shows you about turnover margin and whatnot. Missouri is number 48 in takeaways per game. So that's pretty good. But Ohio State, number 15 in giveaways per game. They just do not turn the ball over. But they also don't make you turn the ball over, right? Ohio State's defense, number 122 in takeaways per game. Missouri is number 8 in giveaways per game. So I wouldn't expect a ton of turnovers from either team in this one. Missouri's offense, number 19 PPA per drive. Ohio State's defense is number 4. Like, Jim Knowles against Eli Drinkwitz with a month to prepare is just wild. Like, I think the depth for Ohio State is just as good as who some of the guys for Missouri are that are actually starting. So I don't understand the line movement. When you start to look at what Ohio State does well on offense and on defense, it kind of matches up with the strengths of Missouri. And when you start to look at 5 factors and stuff like that, like Ohio State number 4, Missouri number 11, Missouri is incredibly well coached. But I think sometimes the narrative gets switched on Ohio State because of the fact that they lost to Michigan. Okay, they lost on the road at the number 1 team in the country. Like, that. And even if they're not technically the number 1 team or whatever, per any kind of rating that you might have, they're still a top 3 team. So losing on the road in a 1-possession game when you were driving with a chance to win, yeah. But again, you lose your quarterback. I don't know that it's that big of a drop-off. So I'm going Ohio State here. Like, this seems easy to me, and maybe I'm going to go against a lot of the other cappers that are thinking that motivation is the issue. Look, Ohio State has been in positions where they did not make the CFP before, and they always win those games, even with the backups. So why would this be any different? Like, now you're playing a less talented team, I think, in Missouri than you have in some of those other spots. So I'll take Ohio State plus the 1. Anything under like 2.5, I would take Ohio State. Like, this seems like the significantly better team, even with the opt-outs. So that's the direction I'm going there. Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter @GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me, Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.